Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Today I chosen the topic for my lecture is defense system of China. First of all, I would like to tell you this topic very important and very interesting for all of us. So let's start. What is defense system? Defense system, that means there has air force power, fighter jet, air defense system and missiles is equal to defense system. So first we see Chinese fighter jet. Chinese fighter there has mainly 5 types of. It's a serial number start from the Z. Z10C, J11, J16, J20 and J35 Alpha. Total 5 fighter jet of the China. The range around combat 2000 km. 1200 km to 2000 km of this range of all fighter jet. Talking about which company manufacture. So Chengdu Aircraft Corporation and Shenyang Aircraft Corporation, both company manufacture the fighter jet. And you know about that, China gave technology to the Pakistan, and Pakistan and China recently manufactured JF-17 fighter jet. It is the 4th generation. Talking about the speed, Mach 2 speed of all fighter jet, neither more and neither down. Talking about their endurance I already here mentioned, around 2000 kilometer endurance, fight and return back. Payload, so J10C, it's a carried 10 missile. Other all fighter jet carried 12 missile, but 5th generation there has a 2 fighter jet, it's called J20 and J35 Alpha. Both has a speed Mach 2, and 5th generation both fighter jet carry, it's called the stealth. That means it's a height neither our radar and any types of the equipment find out those types of fighter jet. It has inbuilt, that means inside the 6 missiles, and serial number of that missile is PL-15. PL, what is the PL? PL stand for P-Lee. What is the J? J stand for joint. So that reason those fighter jet play crucial role. And talking about the Pakistan relationship with the China regarding the fighter jet, China gave J-10C and J-16 fighter jet to the Pakistan, as well as F-16, that fighter jet has also Pakistan, that fighter jet got from USA. Mirage fighter jet, Mirage 3 and Mirage 5, that fighter jet has 80 of the France technology has in the Pakistan. Pakistan manufacture JF-17 with the help of the China, and their airbase has near the Lahore, one airbase, and it's a needed to run by Chinese air defense system. China has major 5 air defense system and 2 also major, but those got from the Russia. China built HQ-9B, HQ-16, HQ-17, HQ-22 and HQ-26. That air defense system has important for the China. Talking about the range, HQ-9B, it's a range of 300 km, HQ-16 range 40 to 70 km, HQ-17 range 15 to 20 km, and HQ-22, its range 170 km and 400 plus km, the range of HQ-26. How China build a technology? First they built the HQ-9B. There has a prior history. China got one air defense system from the Russia. You know about that. Russia and China has communist government. Both countries has a partnership very well. China got S-300 MPMU-1 favorite this year system from the Russia. They got learn, train how build and copied that air defense system technology, and they built the HQ-9B. Thereon same technology, same machines, air defense system China given to the Pakistan, and it's called HQ-9, but not given latest version, it's given older version HQ-9P. There has a range only 125 km, but original there has a range HQ-9B, there has a range of 300 km. China got S-400 air defense system from Russia, it's a name Trimp, and S-300 it's a name Favorite, both named by Russia. Talking about where deployed it, China has 2 air bases. First, to north side of the Ladakh, it's called Hotan, and to north side of the Arunachal Pradesh, it's called Shingaste. Both air base important for strategically to Pakistan and also China. Talking about Lanche, it is the place which are between Arunachal Pradesh and Shingaste place, and there has missile base of the China. Gulwat, it is to north side of the Arunachal Pradesh. There has also the headquarters of PLARF. What is stand for PLARF? PLARF stand for People's Liberation Army Rocket Force. It's established in the year of 1966 and it has presently 1.2 lakh soldiers. Talking about the missile system, which types of the missile has carried by China? There has three types of the missile: short range, medium range, and long range. Talking about the short range, it start from the DF. What is DF? DF stand for Dongfeng. It's abbreviation of DF. Dongfeng 11B. Dongfeng 11B, its range has not more much. That means it's a short range, approximately 800 km. Then DF 12. There has a range 400 km. DF 12, it's a range 400 km, but that important for the Chinese military strategy. Second, DF 15 Bravo, it's a range 900 km, and DF 16, it's a range 1000 km. That means here clarify, below 1000 km, it's called short range missile system. Talking about the middle range and intermediate range, there has a range below 8000 km. It's important. There has four types again: DF 17, DF 21, Bravo, and Delta. It's a serial number. Then DF 26 and DF 27. One by one, see and their range. DF 17, there has a range 2500 km. Second, DF 21 C and D, there has a range 2100 km. DF 26, there has a range 5000 km, and DF 27, its range 8000 km. That means when the fire, so 8000 km directly hit surface to surface. Next, talking about intercontinental range, that means that missile able to fire on any types of the countries. So that reason it's called intercontinental range. Intercontinental range more than 8000 km. Talking about DF5. DF5, Bravo and Delta, there has a two serial number. So DF5, it's a range 15,000 km. DF5, it is most important for China. Second, DF31, it's a range 11,000 km. DF41, range 15,000 km, and last one, it's very dangerous and start the manufacture of that, it's called DF61. It's a range more than 15,000 km. The distance of the all world horizontal under 15,000 km. That means China fire the missile, so it's hit any city of any country. If any country is against the China, that means it is the power of the defense system of the China. So whenever we know about the information of those missile system, fighter jet and air defense system, so thereon we will be easily cover our examination, because those types of the questions will become in our exam. I would like conclude. I want here mention Pakistan fully defend on China, but how? Because Pakistan has fighter jet. I here mention the name Mirak 3 and 5. That fighter jet, it's old version, and that fighter jet Pakistan got from France. Talking about USA given F-16, that fighter jet to the Pakistan. But Pakistan recently manufactured fighter jet, it's called JF-17. It's the best fighter jet for the Pakistan, but it is not a good work, because our S-400 missile system, S-400 air defense system, detect that fighter jet very easily. There has a speed at 2 Mach, but easily detect, and that fighter jet not steal from our air defense system. Pakistan has J-10C, that fighter jet. There has AESC, that means it has to able active electric scanning array. That means active electric means electric warfare through help save that fighter jet. It's a change the frequency. There has electric. What is the electric warfare? There has three types of the electric warfare: electric support, electric protection, and electric attack. So through the electric attack, it's a save the fighter jet. So that reason it's called AESA. So J-10C, it's a fighter jet of a Chinese manufacturer, but Pakistan has that fighter jet. It's not more much fifth generation. It has 1.8 Mach speed and 1,200 kilometer combat. But that fighter jet Pakistan not utilize in the combat because there has a one fighter jet used. It's called JF-17. And recently Pakistan given demanded to the China for JF-35E. That fighter jet is a fifth generation, but it's impossible China given to them, because you know about that China given those types of the weapon and equipment to the Pakistan which has low down generation. China has only focused on upgraded weapon equipment but given low graded weapons and equipment to the Pakistan, because Pakistan is the poorest country. Talking about air defense system, Pakistan got air defense system from the China. It's called HQ-9P, not the B, because HQ-9B it's a range 300 kilometer, but HQ-9P it's a range only 125 kilometer. How it's possible? When got there has a prehistory. When got China S-300 from the Russia, so that time they start copied and start manufacturing air defense system. But when they first manufacturing that time it's not successfully. They built the same air defense system, but they acquired only 100 kilometer range. And whenever Pakistan want air defense system, so that time China signed a deal for HQ-9 Bravo, that air defense system, but China given HQ-9P, P stand for Papa, that air defense system. There has only range 125 kilometer, but on ground there has a range under 100 kilometer. Second given HQ-17 and 16. It's a short range. That means under 17 there has a short range air defense system. Very short range, only 15 to 20 kilometer JF-17, and second 16 HQ-17 and HQ-16 there has a range only 40 to 70 kilometer. That means it's a short range. Talking about missile, Pakistan not getting missile from the China. It's inbuilt their own set missile, but there has technology got from the China. And you know about that manufacture the missile that it is not work very well, because you know about that recently held the operation between those both countries regarding the Afghanistan and Pakistan. That time they fired the missile, but that missile not fired properly. Twice time they tried, but it's failed. That means manufacturing it is not important like that. Doing a crucial role, fire properly and achieve the goal, it is important. I would like to conclude. We need to maintain our security. We need to focus on European Union countries, because European Union has 27 countries group there has technology. As well as we need to maintain our trade route which has a Suez Canal through, but it's an old route. We need focused on both route which has very essential. It's called International North-South Transport Corridor. There has a 7,000 kilometer route. In Mumbai port to connect Iran, there has a Chabahar port to Caspian Sea, and Caspian Sea to Moscow, the city of the Russia. There on we easily enter in the Europe continent. Second route is called India Middle East European Corridor. That has total 6,400 kilometer, 2,000 sea route, 3,000 rail route, and 1,400 again sea route. Mumbai port to UAE has a 2,000 sea route. UAE, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, 3,000 kilometer rail route. Then Israel to Greece, 1,400 kilometer. That means total both the route very important. And Israel to Greece there has a 1,400. It's a help to enter in the Europe continent. There has, you know about that mother of all deal. There has total 13 agreements signed regarding defense sector, education sector, mobility sector. It's help to job creativity. Scientific sector also they focused on the space also. That means it is the mother of all deal. Whenever European Union any weapon launched, that time it's helped to India. Both are doing work together. I want to here mention Chinese company which are manufacturing aircraft. Chengdu Aircraft Corporation and Shenyang Aircraft Corporation, both are manufacture fighter jet. Talking about the missile manufactured by the China Aerospace Technology and Industrial Corporation. It's established in the year of 1999. Second, CESC. CESC stands for China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation. It's established again 1st July 1999. First, CASIC it's manufacture missile. CASC, this company manufacture rocket, and SAST, it's manufacture satellite and missile. That means it's established in the year of 1966. It is the part of CASC. What is stand for CSAST? SSC stand for Shanghai Aeroflight Science and Technology. And last one manufacture the radar. It's called China Electronic Technology and Group of Corporation. It's a manufacture the radar, and you know about that. All four companies has Chinese government. So that reason those are very important for the China. China recently has a tension regarding the Taiwan. So that is a very important China for manufacturing missile, aircraft and air defense system. China has a not major and main enemy Taiwan. There has main enemy USA. But how? Because USA gives black support to Taiwan. There has one ambition of the China, that means capture Taiwan all part. If USA capture Greenland, as it is same time Russia capture Ukraine, and as it is same time China will capture Taiwan. But whenever maintain the peace between the both countries, it is important to save our life and to boost our GDP. When GDP boosts, it's help to reduce the poverty. So thank you so much, friends. I hope that information very helpful for your upcoming submission and also group discussion, because it is all information covered our all doubts and all group discussion points. Even here cover both side pros and cons also. Thank you so much once